Hey everyone, I'm Joel on the road, and today my UNESCO World Heritage journey is at the palaces and parks of Potsdam in Germany. This is the Palace and Park of Potsdam, just outside Berlin. It dates largely from the middle of the 18th century, when many of the buildings were constructed on the orders of Frederick the Great. There's a big collection of buildings here, including the Orangerie, the Neu Palace, and the Sans Souci Schloss. So let's go and have a look around. So this is Sanssouci Schloss, and it's the most famous of the palaces here at Potsdam. Frederick the Great had this built in the 1740s as his summer retreat away from the court, and the name Sans Souci in French literally means without cares. It's very, very beautiful on the inside, and I'm really excited to go and have a look. Let's check it out. Well, I've just been through the Sanssouci Palace, which you can see behind me, and it's really, really cool. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting. There's actually only about 10 or 11 rooms in there. The king's apartments, a couple of reception rooms, and then some guest rooms as well, where people like Voltaire and Johann Sebastian Bach had stayed. But it's all intricately decorated, and just the Rococo styling is absolutely beautiful. And I really love as well, because this is situated in a vineyard, and the king loved his wine, and there's just little touches of the vineyards everywhere, like vines and bunches of grapes and statues of Bacchus. It's very, very cool. In addition to all the palaces and buildings, there's also little pavilions scattered throughout the gardens, and this one behind me is one of the most famous. It's known as the Chinese Pavilion because it's decorated with Chinese motifs, like people in conical hats and playing Chinese instruments with Chinese flowers, and now it dates from the 1750s, when China was first becoming known in Europe artistically, and it was very, very much in style. This is the Neu Palace from the 1760s, and it was built to commemorate a Prussian victory in the 7 Years' War, a conflict that had embroiled all of Europe. This palace is enormous. There's hundreds of rooms in here and 4 grand reception rooms as well. It wasn't for living in, it was for showcasing the might of Prussia. It's just so enormous here. We've been here for the entire day, and I feel like we've only really scratched the surface of what's on offer. There's just so many palaces to see and to go through. It's just really impressive. And although they're not grand and enormous like, say, Versailles or Schönbrunn in Vienna, they're still very, very charming in their own way and very, very impressive. But that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel on the road, and I'll see you at the next World Heritage site.